Now we're on page 27, getting ready to talk about using present forms to talk about the future. We can use the simple present and present progressive to talk about scheduled events and arrangements in the future. For example, school starts on September 3rd this year. So September 3rd is in the future. The plane leaves in an hour. The library closes at noon today. These are all using the simple present to talk about something that is scheduled to happen in the future. Then we have, when are we meeting this week? Most stores are closing early tonight. I'm leaving for London tomorrow night. Here I'm using present progressive to talk about something that will happen in the future, and it's something that has been scheduled. And notice that we almost always use a time expression to show that we're talking about the future and not the present. So here's September 3rd this year, in an hour, at noon today, this week, tonight, tomorrow night. This makes it clear that I'm not talking about a present event. I'm talking about a future event. Okay, when we talk about a scheduled event that takes place regularly, we usually use the simple present. So we meet at 10 on Tuesday. Don't forget to bring your laptop. And this means we regularly meet every Tuesday at 10. And don't forget, we're meeting at 9 instead of 10 this Tuesday. Here, the scheduled event is temporary or changing. This is going back to the idea we had before, that the present progressive is something temporary or changing, and the simple present is something that is always true or is true again and again. Here, Saturday's game begins at noon. This gives you the feeling that this is the usual time for the Saturday games to begin. But if I say, why is the game starting late tonight? I'm talking about only this time. Right now, it seems that the game is starting late. Okay, when we talk about personal plans and arrangements, we sometimes use present progressive instead of going to. Like if we're leaving next month, it means we're going to leave next month. But be careful, we don't use the present progressive to make a prediction. So you won't hear anybody say it's raining tomorrow. That would always be it's going to rain tomorrow, because this is something that's being predicted, and I don't use the present progressive for that. And then finally, this is a formal construction that you don't have to worry about too much, but you'll hear it. We've got this using am, is, or are, and plus the infinitive to refer to the future. And this suggests that the future event is an obligation or a requirement. It's something I must do. So I'm to meet the president at 10 o'clock. That means I'm required to meet the president at 10 o'clock. You could also say I'm supposed to meet the president at 10 o'clock. The company is to announce its quarterly earnings in December. This means there's some rule or law that requires the company to do this. And that's why I can use this construction.